A quick review of Samcart, which is an amazing tool that I've tested for years, and it brings amazing results. Okay, so I'm going to dissect why I think this is a must for you guys, and tell you a little bit about the results that I had with it. So me personally, I had a product, so weight loss product that I was selling in France. And my conversion rate wasn't that great. So basically I had people clicking on the buy button, and out of these people, so let's say I had 100 people clicking on the buy button, like this button here, for example, and out of these people, I only had afterwards 3% of the people who actually bought the actual product. So my problem wasn't the sales page or anything, it was at the checkout stage. So I looked for different options to tackle this problem, and then I found Samcart. So basically I went from 3% of the people who actually clicked on the buy button because they were getting to the checkout form to 15%. I multiplied my conversion rate by 5 just by switching to this tool here. And I'm going to explain why. I'm not just going to give you some random number and don't explain why, because there is a reason. So the reason is that these guys, when everybody is focusing on split testing, sales pages, and funnels and all that stuff, they decided to split test checkout pages, because this is where the money is. This is when people have their card in their hand and they're ready to give you the money. And very often, this is the last page people actually worry about, whereas it should be the most important one, because people have their card in their hand, all right? So they built the biggest, to this day, is the biggest split testing ever made on checkout pages. And from all that data, they managed to create templates that you can use following a set of rules, and that will give you the absolute best results, okay? So this is why I decided to go with this company. So I actually signed up when they first launched the service, right? So let me give you an example of a checkout page. Okay, so this is it looks like the new checkout pages that they've decided to invest in. And if they're using it, because I don't have the last results of the split testing, but if they're using that on their own site, it means that this is the version that's converting the best, right? So when you look at this, it doesn't really look like a checkout page, right? It looks like a sales page. So you're basically given the headline that highlights the fact that you have 14 days free. You have the logo here for branding. And then in here, you have some benefits. Okay, so these are benefits. These need to be customer oriented. So it basically says what the person's going to get out of it, right? So here, a reminder of what people get. So as you can see, it's not your typical checkout page, right? And here as well, you have testimonials. So the testimonials, if you look at how you're actually making your purchasing decisions today yourself, is that you're going to check out reviews. And if other people are using that service and are happy with the service, it's a good indicator that you should do, okay? So this adds testimonials inside of the checkout page. And it's very interesting because I followed their training, and there is a science to testimonials. So they're going to tell you that, more than 5 testimonials is too much, and less than 2 or less than 3 is the optimum number or something. They're going to give you all that information, right? So here you have the testimonials, and here you can pay directly. So right now you might have a checkout where people have to enter first their details, and then afterwards they get to another screen. They have to enter their address, and then afterwards they have to enter their credit card details, their billing information. And this is too heavy, right? So people will drop off, whereas everything is in here. They don't have time to disconnect or to second guess. Everything is there to tell them, dude, you should invest in it. All right. And well, in here there are other things. So like here, basically tells people what they can pay with, so that these payments are supported. There is a bump offer. So the bump offer is absolutely awesome because this year on average, so on my products, for example, I have bump offers is usually between 20 and 25% of people would actually add the bump offer. So this increases your average order value and there's no additional work to do. So let's say you have something about weight loss, how to lose weight in 12 weeks. And then you can add a bump offer that says, oh, do you want the same thing in audio version, for example? They click on it and bang, it's being delivered at the same time. Or another ebook that says how to lose weight without exercising, something like this, right? These bump offers, they boost your average order value by a ton. I mean, honestly, I have 20 to 25% of people using this. All right, so this will make you a ton of money. All right, so here you have the order summary, which is absolutely awesome because people can see exactly what they're signing up for, and then here you do have the payment. Okay, so this is one example. There is another example here that they're using, which has the same structure, but they changed the headline here. And if you check here, you do have other options. So this was the one that I've been using for a while, this one here, because on top of here you have the guarantee, so you can actually put your 60-day guarantee if you want, and you have photos of the products that people are getting. This is a must. I made so much money with this tool here. It's absolutely awesome. So instead of having a plain checkout page where people have to enter way too much detail, so in here you can actually choose what you want people to enter. So if you don't need people's address or postcode or whatever, like information that's not necessary, you can skip that and you can remove it from the template. Okay, it's absolutely awesome. Then some of the features that you have in here. So let's have a look at the feature and the pricing maybe. Let's check out the integrations before. So I'll tell you what you can do with this stuff. So this will integrate with your favorite apps, okay? Because it integrates with something called Zapier. And Zapier, it's basically API for the API, the tunnel that allows applications to connect to one another, and then they put a Z in the ER in the end. So that's why it's called Zapier. But basically, what Zapier does is that they created a central interface that's connecting all the applications on the internet. So as long as your, let's say Zapier is here, as long as you are compatible with Zapier, you're compatible with every single app that's compatible with Zapier, right? So let's say Aweber is compatible with ActiveCampaign without having to call a developer or anything, all right? And on Samcart, what they did is that they have an integration with Zapier, which makes it compatible with all these products. All right, so let's say you're using ActiveCampaign for your emails. What will happen is that when someone buys something from you, you can add them to a specific list on your ActiveCampaign and put them in the buyers list, for example, and then send them notifications. Same for Aweber, Constant Contact, and ConvertKit. These are all autoresponders. So all these are autoresponders. Kajabi. So if you're using Kajabi, or you have a membership site. Whenever someone pays, there is an integration, and you can create their membership site so they get their email straight away with their credentials. Really, really awesome stuff. Well, there obviously integration with Stripe and PayPal. So whenever people pay on Stripe or PayPal, which is integrated with your Samcart, then it will go and create a membership site on Kajabi, for example, and is going to add them to a buyer's list inside of ConvertKit and start sending them emails. That's how much cool stuff you can do. And there is really no limit to what you can do. So you can see here, this is Zapier that I was telling you about. There is no limit to what you can do because of Zapier, right? So Zapier is, let's have a look at Zapier so you understand better what it is. So I'm not going to log into my Zapier account. I do have an account. All right, so it will connect your apps, right? Because their slogan is that, you know, today we have apps for everything. These apps, they can do a lot of things except talking to one another. So they decided to make sure that they can talk to one another. So for example, you can have your Google, like there's an integration here with Google. These are predefined apps, right? Let me see what else they have. All right, these are all the applications, right? So if you're using Slack or Trello for your project management, Instagram, Facebook, what else is there that's really well known? Like Dropbox, YouTube, everything, Evernote. Like if you're compatible with Zapier, you're compatible with all these applications here. So there is no limit to what you'll be able to do if you get Samcart, because Samcart is integrated into. So if we look for Samcart, we will find it in here. Right, so Samcart is in this list, so that means that Samcart is compatible with all these applications that you see here. And there is no limit to what you can do. This is automation at its best, right? So if you want to add your buyers to a Google spreadsheet for whatever and send it to your accountant or send it to someone in the customer service to you know, give them a call or send them a gift or something, this can be automated, all right? Or if you want some integration with, I don't know, Instagram, right? I don't know if you can go and follow them on Instagram or something. It's absolutely endless, the number of things you can do with Zapier, right? So anyway, the subject of this is Samcart. It's not necessarily Zapier, but you can see what you'll be able to do if you move to Samcart, because every application that you have, I mean, there is a good chance that they're compatible with Zapier. It's become the standard. Look at all these applications. There are like more than 1,000 applications that are available here. All right. So I really, really suggest you move to Samcart. You're at 14-day free. All right. So let's have a look at the pricing. So for the pricing, you have two different versions, right? So you have the pro version, that's the most popular, which is $99 a month. And then you have the premium version. All right, so the premium version, the only reason why you will go to the premium version, I mean, for me, if you ask me, is if you have an affiliate center. All right, this, I mean, if you have an affiliate center, that means you're making tons of money. Like you're making tons of money. So 199 won't be a problem for you, okay? Because these affiliates are going to generate sales for you, which is easily going to cover the monthly fee for having Samcart. So if you're just starting and you don't have affiliates, there is no need for you to move to premium, okay? There is everything in here to make it happen for you. So it's $99 a month, right? But just understand this. As I told you, my conversion rate on my checkout page was a very basic checkout page, was 3%, okay? And then when I moved there, I went to 15%. All right, so let's say, for example, you have 100 people, your product sells for $100, and you're going to make $300, all right? Because 3 people signed up. If you move to Samcart and you have the same boost as I did, because I just followed their recommendation of, you know, putting the testimonials and the guarantee and all the pictures of the products and everything they just told me to do, I went up to 15%. And in this example, instead of making 300, I made 1,500, 1,500, all right, which is way, way, way more than what you're paying here. Okay, so this is worth it. Like after 2 days, you already make this money back because it's going to give you such a boost in your conversions that this will just go, like you will feel like nothing. It's like a breeze, okay? So they will give you checkout templates. So these templates are not like random, right? They are the results of their testing. They're constantly testing and checking the results of their checkout pages, and they will update them as time goes by. So for example, you know, as I said, I had never seen this one. Right, I just came to this page and there's a new one. And if they're using this one, there might be a reason, and you might want to go and check it out. All right. So, and in addition, you have something called one-click upsells, and one-click upsells are absolutely awesome. So I told you about the bump. All right. So bump offers are this. So the bump offers are even before they enter their details. Okay. So it's all right. So here is the 300 recipes to cook chicken, for example, and you're like, oh, well, you have the recipes for the main course. Do you want the recipes for dessert? And people are like, oh, yep, you know what? I want the recipes for the dessert. Bam. And even before they pay anything, your average order value has been increased. But then afterwards, what happens is that once they pay, their information, their billing information is stored in the system during that session. Okay, it's not stored forever. It's just during that session. So basically, at the next page, you can offer them another product. So you're like, oh, how do you want to be able to cook your chicken while you're in the office because you don't have much time, right? So the 200 recipes to fix your lunchbox, and people just have to press one button that says yes, I want it, and bam, money in the bank. So there's less friction of people having to re-enter their details and stuff like that. One-click upsells are absolutely awesome, but there is only a few systems that allow you to do this because technologically it's kind of hard to do. This will boost your revenue by like a miles, and it's absolutely incredible. So that and the conversion boost that you're going to get is going to easily outweigh whatever you're paying here. All right. And in addition, you can do some split testing on your checkout pages. So you can try to put that, 2 testimonials, 3 testimonials, or change the guarantee from 30 days to 60 days to see if it makes a difference and stuff like that. And all of that is included in the service. All right. So I really, really suggest you move to this service. At least try it for free. It's free for 14 days. They have some awesome training that will explain the psychology and why it works so well so that you can apply it to your checkout page and you're going to see the difference. For me, as I said, my conversion went from 3% to 15%. And it's like I multiplied my money by 5 without doing anything else, right? I just changed a bunch of elements on my checkout page and made sure that people have all the reassurances and the testimonials, okay? So, have a go, sign up. So you have a link, obviously, next to this review. Click on the link. This is my referral link. If you like this review and you like the analysis that I did, please feel free to click on my link. I will obviously get compensated for the referral, and that will make my day. All right, thank you guys. You have a great day. Bye bye.